Meditations. I'll read from this one in a little bit. Goals. Bible. Besides this, he honored those. Oh, this is Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. Very dense book. Besides this, he honored those who were true philosophers. He did not. He's talking about his father, maybe still. Let's see. No, from Maximus. Oh, and my father. Yeah, he's got quite a bit about. I thought this was where we were at. Besides this, he honored those who were true philosophers, but he did not reproach those who pretended to be philosophers, nor yet was he easily led by them. He was also easy in conversation, and he made himself agreeable without any offensive affection. He took a reasonable care of his body's health, not as one who was greatly attached to life, nor out of regard to personal appearance, nor in a careless way, but so that through his own attention he very seldom stood in need of the physician's art, or of medicine, or of external applications. He was most ready to give without envy to those who possessed any particular faculty, such as that of eloquence, or knowledge of the law, or of morals, or of anything else. And he gave them his help, that each might enjoy reputation according to his deserts. And he always acted conformably to the institutions of his country, without showing any affection of doing so. Further, he was not fond of change, nor unsteady, but he loved to stay in the same places, and employ himself about the same things, and after his paroxysms of headache, he came immediately fresh and vigorous to his usual occupations. His secrets were not many, but very few and very rare, and these only about public matters. And he showed prudence and economy in the expedition of public spectacles and the construction of public buildings, his donations to the people, and in such things, for he was a man who looked to what ought to be done, not to the reputation which is got by a man's acts. He did not take the bath at unseasonable hours. He was not fond of building houses, nor curious about what he ate. He was not fond of building houses, nor curious about what he ate, nor about the texture and color of his clothes, nor about the beauty of his slaves. His dress came from Lorium, his villa on the coast, and from Lanuvium generally. We know how he behaved to the toll collector at Tusculum, who asked his pardon, and such was all his behavior. There was in him nothing harsh, nor implacable, nor violent, as one might say, anything carried to the sweating point. But he examined all things severally, as if he had abundance of time, confusion, in an orderly way, vigorously and consistently. And that might be applied to him when he recorded of Socrates, that he was able to both abstain from and to enjoy those things which are too weak to abstain from and cannot enjoy without excess. But to be strong enough to both to bear the one and to be sober in the other is the mark of a man who has perfect and invincible soul, such as he showed in the illness of Maximus. Yeah, just rambling about these traits of his father, not rambling, just speaking about the traits of his father. I guess I could talk about bear the one and to be sober is the other mark of a man who has perfect and invincible soul. Being sober definitely creates a soul that is more sculpted in a lot of ways. Behavior doesn't deviate into a deviant deviate into a deviant behavior. Yeah, I think this just shows that it's really important to have um, people that you can look up to, have strong role models, clearly hold his father in high regard. We're not all perfect people, even people with the imperfections. It helps us learn from each other, and I look at my own perfections as just being the condition of being human, working with them. I think it's really important to have a direction to go, and putting that all together into something that can be good. Not only could it be good, it's so as humans, we're these people just out in the middle of a big, vast space. There's doesn't have to be no direction to go, but I think as human beings, we're wired to walk a path and to know where we are at in relativity to that path. That can become unhealthy if we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, but at the same time, it can be very healthy. Set a path for ourselves to travel upon, setting goals and noticing when we're falling short of those goals and noticing when we're doing well at those goals. So yeah, I have that book I opened and I have a bookmark and it just says goals. I've for a good last number of years, there were certain goals, get an engineering degree, that were just clear and cut. I did those things, but besides that, I've never been a super goal oriented person because I've always set myself up for failure. Making these goals achievable and workable, and looking at the data and seeing where I'm at with the goals. And, yeah, so it'll be a good next 10 years to see how this all plays out. 45 in 10 years. It's insane. Not getting any younger. That's for sure. Mix it up a little bit. Meditate.